What's up, guys? Jared here with Wine of the Nation's Rage. Welcome to my rolling art studio. That's right, I'm in a truck right now. I'm on layover in Baltimore, Maryland, at a truck stop. As you can see, um, so basically layover. It just means you finished your load. You're waiting on the next load to be put on you. I've been waiting, and in this case, I've been waiting for over 24 hours, sitting here in Baltimore, uh, waiting for the next load. Might not get one for another day or two. I don't know. Um, but instead of sitting here in the truck sulking about that and being bored to death, I've decided to use this time wisely and look at it as a blessing that it's free time. I have plenty of solitude to concentrate and focus on creativity, and so that's what I've been doing. Like I said, I've been sitting here since yesterday, a little before noon, and it's like after 3 p.m. today. So I wanted to update you guys on the Imperfect Cathedral painting that I've been working on, and also give you a little tour of how I've got things set up here in the truck to paint and do other creative things like sketching and drawing and stuff. But before that, I'm going to show you the painting. So, in the past 2 days, I've probably put about 16 hours into it, and I'm pretty much done with the center stained glass there. And I've probably put about 13 hours into it since the last time you guys saw it. There is one little area I kind of want to go back over the blue there with a little bit more highlight, just to kind of make it a little bit more like stained glass. But I've just been going over all the other lines that were previously there, making things darker, making the colors darker, changing the the yellow ochre color there. I just brightened it up a bit and changed it a little bit. Also done filling in the side windows there, and I actually have to wait until that paint dries before I can go back over it and make them darker, pretty much like I did in the center. So yeah, that's the progress that I've made on the painting. I'm sorry that I haven't filmed it. I actually forgot my camera. Um, Left it in my car, didn't put it in the truck before I took off on my trip out. So I wasn't able to film this, and I won't be able to film, whatever else that I'm uh, adding to it before I get home. I'd like to get it done before I get home, and I think I'm almost at the point where I can say it's getting wrapped up here, and I need to get it done, like I said, so I can start on the next one, and I will film the next one from start to finish. I will film again. Um, I'll make another video on this painting before I end the series on it, and I'll show you some pictures that I took before I actually started doing these painting vlogs, so you can see how the painting itself progressed. I do have some pictures of it that I took before I started making the vlog, so I'll show you those. Now I'll just show you a little bit how I have the truck set up. So I was complaining in the last couple of videos about how I'm using a tripod to put the canvas on because I don't have an easel. Well, I'm actually pretty thankful that I have this tripod because it works really good in the truck. With the adjustable legs, I can basically adjust the height of where I want the canvas to be. And a lot of times what I'll do is I'll sit in that passenger seat right there, and I'll have the canvas sitting right here facing me, so I'll be sitting like sideways in that seat. And the good thing about that is you have this armrest right here, to prop your elbow up on, so you have plenty of support to have like a steady, firm guide for actually laying the paint down on the canvas. And that's actually really cool. I like how that worked out. And I think that this painting thing, it works really good as a truck driver. It's optimal at best. I mean, it's been working out really good. And this is my first trip out, so like I said, I've been using my time wisely, whatever free time I have. And yeah. But I will move occasionally. I'll get tired of sitting down. Sometimes I like to stand up while I'm painting. So if that's the case, then I move the makeshift easel back here to the sleeper, and I prop it up on the bed, and I'll have it like this. Again, I can adjust how high I want it to be. And I've got this little pull out desk thing right here that I can set the palette on. And I got all my paint brushes and stuff set up right there. If I'm sitting up front, I've got a trash can somewhere around here that I don't want to show you guys my trash or anything, but I'll take this thing and I'll flip it upside down, and then I'll take this shoe box and I'll put it on top of it, on top of the trash can, and then I'll set the towel that I have down on top of that and put the palette down on top of that. So it's kind of cramped in this truck. There's not a lot of room. There's not a lot of light either. That's another thing. It's actually showing up better on the camera than it is with my actual eyesight right now. But I make it work, and for what it is, I think it's good. I think it's plenty good enough to actually get stuff done and get paintings done out here on the road. So yeah. And like I said, I actually want to finish this up. I'm probably not going to. I would like to, but I'm probably not going to be able to finish it up before I get home next week. Main reason why is because I don't ever know when they might drop a load on me, and as soon as they do, I have to head out and stop working on it. But for days like today, I'm pretty positive that I'm not going to get a load today or tomorrow, more than likely. So I'll be sitting here at this truck stop trying to work on this and trying to wrap it up, and so I can start on the next one. Other than that, I have been also drawing. I mentioned in a previous vlog that you can only paint as good as you can draw. Well, I've been drawing here and there when I'm not painting. I'll draw. I've got a box full of art supplies here that I've been utilizing. I love these charcoal pencils. Comes with a white one, which is really important for highlighting and stuff, and I'll show you some of the stuff I've done. I also use these Mars Lumograph graphite pencils. They're really awesome. They really work well. I love these things. And the thing is, they're extremely expensive if you buy them at an art supply store. But I found these. I got so lucky, you guys. I found these at Office Depot, and I paid $5 for them. You know how much these cost in an art supply store, like Hobby Lobby or Michael's? $35 for these. And they're just pencils. They're graphite pencils, and they vary in range from the lightest to the darkest. And I'll show you what kind of stuff you can do with these. Another thing I'll use is this thing here. This is an alcohol marker, and it's meant for blending stuff like graphite and charcoal, and I'll show you what I mean. I was sitting last Friday at my terminal in Atlanta and I wanted to draw, so I decided I would draw one of the trucks sitting in the parking lot. That's graphite and charcoal combined with using that marker right there. It took me probably about 8 hours to do that altogether. What I did to start out with, obviously I did a lot of shading and that's what took so long, but what I did to start out with is I just drew a three-dimensional cube and used the point perspective, and as I put that in, I was able to determine, where each line would fit for the truck itself. And yeah, that's how I did that. Another thing I worked on earlier this week and actually finished is a painting idea. You guys remember that? There it is. This is an idea that I have for a painting, okay? This is charcoal. This is all charcoal. Like, that's graphite and charcoal. This is all charcoal here. And it's actually a redo. This is based on a drawing that I did about 15 years ago. And I was in a different state of life back then, and happened to sit down. I was sitting in a car all night when I drew the original drawing, and it's a lot more detailed than this. I don't have it with me, or I'd show it to you, but I didn't have a blank sheet of paper. All I had was a book with like a glossy blank sheet of paper in it, and I really wanted to draw. I was really driven to draw that night, so I sat there all night in a car, the passenger seat of a car, drawing pretty much this picture. I mean, it's, like I said, this one's a little bit different and it's not as detailed as the original, but I like this one more because it's toned, and I used value and tone with this one, but the other one's just, naked lines. But I want to make this a painting. I like the idea of it. It's not the painting that I'm talking about I'm going to do next, but it might be something that comes after the one I'm planning on doing next. But yeah, I mean, you can see the charcoal. Just started out with basic lines, did the toning, did the texture. Like how it turned out with the stone there. Looks pretty good. Like the cobblestone down there, and it's super detailed. This one took probably about, I don't know, 14 hours maybe to do altogether. Unfortunately, as I got up there to the smoke coming out of the chimney and the cloud right there, this marker here pretty much went dry on me, so it's not as blended up there as it is in the rest of the picture itself. But yeah, anyway, I mean, this is my rolling art studio. This is what I'm gonna call it for now. I'm trying to enjoy it. I'm trying to make the best of it. It's not the way that I wanted things to go, like I said before, but it's really the only choice I had. I have to keep working. I have to keep supporting my family. But this is probably the best case scenario for me. Like, I'm trying to make art a regular part of my life. I'm trying to do it as much as I can. I can't do it every day while I'm working, driving the truck and everything. Sometimes I'll have 12-hour days or 14-hour days out here where I'm literally busy the whole day, and then I just have to sleep for as long as I can, and then I have to get up and go back to work and keep working, keep moving. I'm over the road now, so I'll be, spanning the whole eastern half of the United States, pretty much driving everywhere. I've got another channel called Faith for Freight if you're interested in my truck driving adventures. Check that channel out. and keep coming back for more art, because I'm definitely going to keep progressing and keep doing it, because it's very satisfying, and I've realized that it's a part of me, and I need to make it an everyday part of my life as much as I can. So anyway, I'll get back with you guys later. Thanks for watching, so on and so forth. Peace.